Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the live stream. I'm breaking my own rule, something that I tell people never to do. I am going to tell you to do right now here today. Let's go ahead and get started. My name is Stephen Meade. I'm the broker owner here at Domicile Real Estate, located in Southern California, Long Beach to be specific. We are on a mission to help California's renters become homeowners, and this is our first-time buyer or entry-level buyer market update. It is aimed just at your end of the market. Obviously, if you're watching this, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let's go ahead and start talking about why am I going to tell you to break a long-standing rule. So just briefly, my long-standing rule is do not attempt to time the market. And I would say 99% of the time, that is great advice. Timing the market is an effort, frankly, in futility that may or may not yield any results and will take a lot of your time, and especially a lot of your time and energy away from things that you should be thinking about in the home buying process instead. However, right now, we are in a bit of a different scenario. And the different scenario that we're having right now is, especially at this entry level end of the market, we are seeing that buyers and the overall market itself is very elastic with respect to interest rates, meaning that it kind of has this almost like trampoline like effect. When rates pop, demand drops, and then it settles back after 2 weeks. These are very repeatable effects. We're going to show you here in a second. And there might be a pretty significant opportunity, especially for those buyers where it's not so much that you are trying to time the market for pricing, but you are trying to time the market for just getting your offers accepted. Let's go ahead and jump in to the data, and I can show you exactly what I am talking about. Okay, so close prices. Let's remember, folks, this data is 4 to 6 weeks old. Where were we 4 to 6 weeks ago? We were rates definitely in kind of the mid sixes. Well, guess what? That produced, especially on this entry level single family home, we actually moved up, towards that 800,000 number. Really a big number on there. Condos stabilized out. Now, there's a clue in this that we're going to talk about in a second. Why are condos flat and we're seeing some elevated activity during the same time period for single family homes? There is a clue to what's happening in the market there. Now, if we look at our payment, we have still not tied for the most expensive payments, $6,704 versus $6,748 back in October of last year. So we're still better off than we were at our peak last year. Good news there. And honestly, if you're a condo buyer, things are a lot better off than they were at the peak last year. The peak last year was nearly $400 more expensive per month. Just as a reminder for everybody, we try to make these numbers look realistic. So these are based on prevailing interest rates, 5% down, including any mortgage insurance, property taxes, property insurance, HOA fee in the case of our entry-level condo here. And also as a reminder, these are LA and Orange counties. We find most of our clients are in those two zones. If we look at our minimum household income, right, that we see creeping up over $160,000 for that entry-level single-family home. But here we are right around $119,000 for our entry-level 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo. Here is the sign, though, that maybe something is amiss. What has happened over the last 2 weeks? Well, frankly, rates have actually shot up over the last 10, 14 days. And look at what has happened to this absorption rate, right? This is kind of a measurement of market demand. We went from basically borderline circus levels of demand, right? Hitting a 90% absorption rate on that entry-level single-family home down to a 73. Really, that is quite the change in a 2-week period without having kind of like a holiday or something else to account for that. So what does that really tell us, right? What that tells us is that this is a market, again, that is very elastic. What does elastic mean? It means this is very reactive to interest rates, right? Interest rates go down, demand bumps. Interest rates go up, demand will temporarily fall, but it won't fall forever. People and buyers have a bit of a freak out moment, and freak out moments are really an opportunity for other buyers. And if you look at our total inventory, look at this. We actually have some good news here in the last 2 weeks. What is happening here? Again, that interest rate bump is giving you more inventory. And if we look at our 14 days still active, this is also another interesting one that kind of goes back to that pricing chart. Remember, on this chart, lower is a more competitive market. So what do we have going on? That entry-level single-family home market is still very competitive, whereas the condo market has softened a bit. Look at the spread between the blue line and the red line for this data. I think that should tell you something. And what's happening here, right? Well, what's happening is that as the market is a little bit softer for the single family homes, many would-be condo buyers are now moving back towards single family homes if they think they actually have a chance of getting their offer accepted. So all those people that were kind of stuck in the middle, in a moment of softness, they're going to lean towards those single family homes. And we see that evidence again here when we're looking at our week supply of homes, right? This is a relative demand, right? So this says, based on how fast homes are going into escrow, how many weeks do we have? And look at this. Barely any movement despite increasing inventory on our entry-level single-family home, right? Right about 4.5, 4 3/4 weeks of time. That is right about where we were at last year at this time. We're right in that zone. But look at what happened to condos. We are now up to 8 weeks of condo inventory. What does that tell me? It tells me that despite additional inventory coming online, we're seeing most of that new inventory, at least, is getting absorbed up for those entry-level single-family homes, but it is not for condos. So, if you are a home buyer, what does that mean, right? Well, it means that we're going to actually break 2 rules today. Number one is don't try to time the market. Guess what? There might be an opportunity when we have these little rate spikes that you may very well be able to take advantage of that in the market. The second thing is that now is a very good time to be a condo buyer. You are going to be able to get things like closing costs right now. You're going to be able to have choice. You're not going to face 10 offers at every home. So if you are a condo buyer, really, this is kind of some of the news that you have been waiting for. I don't know how long this condition will last for condos. Typically, what we see is when rates bump, even if they stay elevated, the demand comes back, right? There's kind of a bit of a shock and awe situation that happens initially. Anyhow, that is our Southern California housing market update for our first or entry level home buyers. If that's you, I hope you've enjoyed that. Questions and comments, we love them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And of course, if you are a first time or entry level home buyer, or if you know someone who is, we would absolutely love to talk to you or them and lend you our expertise. Our contact information is down below in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you again real soon.